morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day, my loves. It's here. It's here. It's here. I woke up with a start this morning. I went to bed at like a normal bedtime, 10 o'clock, but I woke up with a jump. It's time. It's finally here. It's Valentine's Day. How exciting. I also got some mail yesterday. They made these for like narrow bridged nosed people. It's kind of distracting, but I want to wear them. We'll put them on when I'm ready to pull some names. Today's the 400 day. But first I got some mail. I got some mail all the way from Louisiana. Look at that. That's a moonrise. Isn't it gorgeous? This is definitely going somewhere where I can look at it daily and realize that there is so much beauty in the world. I need to get there. I need to go there. I see a lot of postcards, and they're usually sunsets or sunrise, lots of waterscapes. But this one's actually labeled moonrise. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Amanda. And Amanda also sent a recipe card. Doesn't that look delicious? Seafood gumbo. And they're all things that I can get my hands on. Now, here in California, we might not have the brands to make it completely authentic, but because my men are fishermen, I can definitely get my hands on some fresh crab meat. So I got that one under control. Shrimp, got that. Onions, tomatoes, bay leaves. I have fresh bay leaves. There at the farmer's market, there's a gentleman that gets fresh herbs and dehydrates them and dries them out. Garlic. Okay, funny story. Last fall, in our local Facebook marketplace, there was a guy selling a 5-gallon bucket of garlic for $10. I had to buy it. Our house smelled like garlic for months because I was dehydrating, I was grinding, I was mincing, I was freezing. But this does say fresh garlic, so I might have to go buy a 5-gallon bucket of garlic. In this house, we go through so much garlic, we gotta buy it in the bulk. It looks like a delicious recipe. I can't wait to make it. But I also noticed on the back, Amanda has found personalized postage stamps. Look at that, a fox. Isn't it a cutie pie? A little Louisiana fox. Thank you, Amanda. I loved getting some happy Valentine's mail. I'm going to keep the notes to myself because I love them. Thank you. And then I was on eBay a couple of weeks ago. See, that's a happy frustration about eBay is I go on there, I discover some amazing something I cannot live without. I don't do the bids but patience, right? I want the glorious item. So I usually buy it now. And then I have to wait. I have to wait for it to come in the mail. It's like the best part of yard sailing is I can find the thing that, find a treasure. But then you've got to wait. But yard sailing, you get to bring it home right away. So I bought a bundle of pattern booklets, tiny little checkout cash register line booklets, and I bought them for specific decades that we'll be working on in October. And these two booklets do not fit the criteria, so I get to share them with you. This one is Coats & Clark's booklet 204, Gift Bazaar. look at her. My goodness. She has all the style. Look at that purple paisley. Her skirt, the velvety bow. She's got a little locket, those curls. Oh, she's got style. And when I open it up, it says Victoriana crochet blouse. Victoriana. My daughter's name is Liliana. So I tend to always A-N-A Anna. But she's glorious. Absolutely beautiful. And then there were some little, as I was flipping through, let's see. Oh, that's right. I came across a pattern. The Coates and Clark yarn that they used is called Knit, K-N-I-T, Crow, C-R-O, Sheen, Knit Crow Sheen. That's when they were getting fancy with the name types. So I came across this thermos carrier. Let me get it all out of the screen. You guys, don't you think Stanley would like a carrier? I'm not sure for what holiday. Not sure, but that is pretty neat. We were trying to carry water with us way back in the 70s. Way back. Not so long ago. So the actual copyright of this one is 1970. It just missed the cutoff, so. So I marked that one to make for Stanley. And then, as I was flipping through, I found it's called All Wrapped Up in Belts. And I'm just going to show you the overall picture. Let's come around this way. Wow. Now we're touching into macrame. There's some single crochet around some of them, around some rings, which I picked up a box of buttons from it was an estate sale. And there were these little tiny white circles in there in these bags. And in some of these patterns from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, I'm seeing that they call for bone rings, which I'm thinking, like boning, like to help something stand solid. I think those are bone rings that they're crocheting around for these belts. But what a nice decorative something to throw on to add crochet to your outfit, even if you can't sit there and crochet a whole outfit. You could. It's going to take you a while. Use the bulky yarn. Make it go by quicker. But if you just wanted to add a touch of your craft to your belt, someone's sure to say, what a unique, fabulous belt. Where did you find that? I found it in my yarn collection. Oh, and okay, so this is the last one I marked in there. The pattern is called Cool Cat. Who is that cool cat? That's Pete the Cat. The 70s version of Pete the Cat. That is Pete the Cat's mom. That's who that is. We've come a long way in amigurumi, friends. We have come such a long way with increasing and decreasing. And, I looked through some of these pattern books and I look at the pictures, and that at first it's puzzling. Why didn't they add the muzzle? Why didn't they do this and this? I think just the terminology and trying to write down to tell someone else, oh, look how I made this feature, or how I did that feature. It was hard. We were evolving, but the concepts are there. The look is there. This is fascinating. And then I found this book, Knitted and Crocheted Boutique. Isn't that fun? Like, that's high energy just on the cover. The colors, the blocking, and of course, so this one is 1970. The date is not printed in this book anywhere. I actually looked up, I Googled it, and the first Google result to come up was from Amazon. Amazon has this exact catalog available on Kindle. Amazon, you're doing it all. I don't know. Do you ever sleep, Amazon? We have a huge Amazon hub right here in town, and I noticed that a lot of my items have switched over to like same day delivery. because they drive past my house to get to the freeway to go everywhere else. It's incredible. Oh, okay. So on this page, I put a little Post-it note tag because it was a quick belt for a yarn lover. Not exactly the detailed style and belts that we saw in the last catalog from Coats and Clark's. They took long lengths and just tied knots in it. So if you have that favorite yarn that you're not sure to do with, you don't even have to cut it. You could wrap it around your waist and just love it. Just wear those colors. Figure out what you want to crochet with it later. And then, what else did I mark in here? I got 3 of them. Oh, I was watching a video, and I'll tag it below. It's a brand new young lady to me on YouTube. She came across as my, hey Amy, take a few minutes and watch this exciting video. She was doing, I don't know if it was a live, but she was talking to a friend. And the two of them were talking about color pooling and the new Granny Square Red Heart yarn that came out, and how a lot of people were voicing frustrations with trying to get the rounds to match up with the colors as should be because of tension, because of hook. I mean, there's a slight possibility that the yarn was off a little in the process. I don't know. They were saying essentially, technically, what it's doing is it's technically color pooling. You're pulling the color to the section that you want it to work up in. And it was a fascinating video. I'm going to mention it below. You should go watch it. I'll link, can I link the video? Link the video, and I'll make sure I put their names. I do apologize. They're brand new to me. It was fascinating. It was about, I think 20-30 minutes in the video. Captivating, had my attention the whole time. And while I was listening to these ladies, highly entertaining, I was flipping through the pattern books, putting together a little research for my project, and I came across this pulling. Look at that. Look at that rainbow in the scarf. And then this one's called Barber Pole, but the rainbow one is called, so this is American Thread wrote this book, this pattern. And what yarn did they use? They say White and Flame Set, which is the Barber Pole. And then Rainbow or Autumn Set. Autumn Set. But yeah, what a coincidence. I'm sitting there watching a new to me. It's a sign. I hit subscribe right away to both of the amazing ladies that were on that little video. I did. So I had those to share. I had the postcards to share. And I have been working. Remember this one? I came to some conclusions. And I did some try-ons. And the way my body's shaped, it's gonna look fabulous. I'm excited. Okay, so let's see. Modifications. I did like the length on her arms. I like that length. Sorry. Hurt my finger. I was working on some modifications. I do like the length of the shirt, so I did make sure mine came, you know me, I like my quarter sleeves. I made it come just a little bit before my elbow. The shoulder straps, I did 2 repeats of the little windows because I wanted it to match this part. And the top fits me a little tighter than hers, actually. Looks good though. It looks good and I feel comfy cozy. So I've got it worked down to just about my bust line, and then I stopped. And then I work the sleeves because I have tons of this, but I want to make sure that the sleeves have everything that they needed. And I worked the 2 straps, worked it under the bust. I got both my sleeves done. Oh, almost. I still have 2 or 3 rows on there. Why am I telling you? Let me show you. Let me show you the real deal. So I am working with this this deep stash collection of Hobby Lobby. It was an orange sticker, $1.24, and I think it is going to take the 3. So for $4, Amy's got a new outfit. Well, a new top. I'll have to wear pants, right? And it is pretty holy. I'm working it with my Clover F hook, 375. I chose this one because it's nice and light, and I am working this on my recent overnight shifts because I have long periods of time and been listening to YouTube videos and my Libby audiobook. I'm going back and I'm revisiting my favorite Stephen King's, who started this obsession with books. Free enjoyment reading was started with Stephen King and Anne Rice and all the things maybe a 9-10-year-old shouldn't be reading, but librarian encouraged my behavior. So I got the sleeve number 1 coming over here to the right. I've got the band done going across. Oh, hey, scoot back a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, well, I got the bust part done. I've got the sleeve done coming down, so I just need to do a couple more rows, maybe an inch. And then, so this part was worked flat. It was worked flat the whole way, doing the sleeves last. Front panel, back panel. I didn't care for that. It wasn't, I was stumbling with the whole thing all the way around and then catching the pattern again and catching up with the speed again. I didn't do that. Working in the rounds. Every 3 rounds, I've got it marked. Every 3 rounds, I switch back and go the other way so that, like Paige, who happens to like pumpkins, love pumpkins, she brought up the interesting fact that the whole reason why we switch back the other way is to get, because our yarn tends to pull and sway a certain direction, and I don't want to twist in the body part of my shirt. So I'll stop and switch back the other way. I did not do that on the sleeves as a little little experiment. I did at the very end of my sleeve, it said you just work the last row and then nothing else. It didn't say to put an edging on it. I like edging. So I did a little, so these are chain 5, these are chain 3. So I single crocheted 3, swapped over, single crochet 3. In the chain 5, I single crocheted 3, gave myself a little 3 chain picot, and then come back down the other side for the 3. And I just did that all the way around. Super simple. It's light. It didn't add too much heavy bulk. I think that it will block well. And there's the flowers, all over flowers. So I have a cotton tube topped dress that I think this will be amazing over. I'm gonna work the body. Let me fold it in half. Hold it in one hand. I'm gonna work the body down to just above my natural waistline. I think I measured 18 inches. Usually I do 20 inches from armpit to my comfort length. I'm gonna work somewhere between, trying it on, 15 and 18 inches for the body part, and then I'm gonna split. And then I'm gonna have a front flap and a back flap. Probably the same length. I don't know about those high-lows tops. So then I'm gonna split it. So I can put my hands in my pockets if I'm wearing it over something with pockets. Coming right along. Coming right along. I have plenty of yarn left. This one's a floppy. It's not a skimpy floppy, it's like a chunky floppy. So I'm working on that. That's been going everywhere with me lately. Are we ready already? I'm ready already. Posted a video announcing that we have 400 glorious friends. Whoop! Hey, you're getting excited, getting a little shaky. There we go. 400 friends. Let's find 4 winners to email me and celebrate. Let's celebrate. It's time. It's Valentine's Day, right? I've been waiting for this for a really long time. So, let's do buttons first. Gosh, I love me a good jar of buttons. There's a lot of buttons in there, and you all had some fabulous guesses. Oh man, you're bouncing all around the numbers. Oh, so there's small little tiny buttons in there. And then there's like some great big buttons in there. Look at that big old chunky one. These buttons are from my husband's great grandma's collection. And there are some fabulous buttons in there. There's a whole bunch of these with like a little seal on the front of them. Tons of buttons. But I emptied this jar of buttons. I counted them. I counted them a few times just to make sure. There are 240 buttons in that jar. 240. Who got the closest? Marie. Marieestes. Marie Estates. 5200. You guessed 231 buttons. That was the closest without going over. Congratulations, Marie. Congratulations. You did so good. You guessed it. Please email me at hookedonwishingcrochet@yahoo.com. Email me. I would love to give you a keyword so you can go back and add it to your comment, just so that I know it's you. Just so I know it's you. And then let me buy you a pattern. Is there a pattern on Etsy that you've been eyeballing? Is there a pattern maybe on Ravelry? Find me a pattern that you would absolutely love to work under $10. And we'll figure out the best way for me to buy that pattern for you. And I'd love to see what you'd make with it. Likewise, we had a whole bunch of comments. So I wrote everybody's name down on these little pieces of paper. They're all the same size, and they're just that funky yellow construction paper, right? This was my grandma's bowl. This bowl sat next to my grandma on the end table with a lamp on it, and she threw her balls of yarn in here. When I was little, they would just roll around in here, hand wound balls, as my grandma worked up mostly Afghans. One year she did make us all slippers for Christmas, but yeah. Hey Tuna, you here for the fun? We can't miss my favorite part. We gotta mix it up. Let's use my Clover F hook. My sweater Clover F hook. And we got a whole bunch of names in there, Tuna. I know you want to go outside, but let's get a winner. It's winter time, man. I've got to pick 3 comments, 3 random comments out of here. Let's see, who will be the first one? Ryan was telling me this morning that he really wanted to help do this, but today's a field trip day at school. They got 2 of them planned. So the first one is, Marshknitting 101, Regina. Congratulations. You know what? I would love to buy you a pattern. You work on some fabulous, fabulous patterns. Marshknitting 101. Congratulations. Email me at hookedonwishingcrochet@yahoo.com. Yay! Congratulations. Let's get 2 more. Let's see. You know what? This one feels really lucky. Really lucky. Make sure I only have one. I got one really lucky one. Who is it? Aha! Ki-rot. Carrot? Ki-rot? Ki-rot? R-O-R-T. It is a carrot. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'd love to buy you a pattern. I would love, you know how we get those patterns that we're just thinking about? Actually, I got that from Miss Hootie's Crafts. Jeanette used to love to buy patterns for people to inspire them to create and jump into it. And we don't always buy them for ourselves. Okay, one more winner. One more winner. Oh! I don't know, I'm not gonna look, but you better get back in that bowl if you want a good chance at winning. Let's see, one more winner. 3 from here, and then our 1 from the buttons. That's 4 for 400 friends. Ooh, this one feels lucky. For some reason, my hand was just drawn right to it. Who is it? It is Bearscrochetcritters. It's Brenda Bear. Congratulations. Oh, we got some amazing winners. Man, I know you guys are gonna love some patterns. Let's see, we got Brenda at Bearscrochetcritters. We got Carrot. I hope I'm. And we got Marshknitting 101. And then Marie was the closest to the buttons. So we've got our 4 winners. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Email me and let's talk about what you'd love to create, because I would love to be a part of that. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming and spending time with me. And thank you for hitting subscribe. And thank you for everyone being so kind and so nice in your comments. I really appreciate it. I'll see you soon. Have a lovely Valentine's Day. Bye.